from Gambia, Mohammed Trawali. Are you there from Gambia?
I am here. Yeah.
Would you like to present now?
Exactly. I would like to.
Dr. Jha, please just wait for a few minutes because of the time gap. They have some issue. As we are India, you just take some. After that, I will come to you. So I will request Mohammed Drawali from Gambia to discuss on gender issues and peace development. But as we are running late, I will try to be concise on the issue what you are talking within 6 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, go to the full screen.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, full screen you can go. Control F also. Or slideshow, you can go to the full screen. Top of the slideshow. Yeah, slideshow. Go to the slideshow.
Okay, all right. Let me do that here. Let me do that.
Okay.
Let me try to do that.
No, right to the animation. The slideshow.
Yeah. Okay.
No, not animation. Go to the next slideshow. Yeah. Now go to the full screen. Yeah. But take 6 minutes, because Dr. Jha is waiting.
All right. Thank you very much. I am so glad to be here. I greet all of you, your excellencies and your honorables. I am Mohammed Trawale. I am the country director for Gambia at the Institute of International Peace Leaders. So I am an author. I'm also a global advocate for peace. So as you may see on the screen, so I will be delighted to speak on the topic that is gender issues and peace development. So my presentation will be very quick. All right, so you can see this is brief about me. I am a young researcher. I am a social reformer and global advocate for peace, as I said earlier. So in 2021, I became a global, I received a Global Educator Award from the International Internship University and the Global Educators Fraternity. I am a global director for media in the United Youth for Sustainable Globe. I am a determined change maker and also a sustainable development goal promoter. So let us look at very important things right now. Okay, so my presentation will be predominantly centered on two countries, that is Afghanistan and the Gambia. So the Gambia is the country I am from. So it is located in West Africa. So just is a neighboring country with Senegal, Dakar. So gender, if you want to talk about gender issues, you find out that you can look at many perspectives. You can look at the religious perspectives and so many other perspectives of gender issues. But essentially, I am really convinced that most of the gender issues are social myths. These are just myths that the society creates for themselves so that they may say, this is the role a woman should play or a girl should play. This is a role a man should play. When you look at our society today, we take some specific roles and attach it to the specific gender. Even society try to prove again and again. Even situations try to prove again and again. This can be done by anybody. Everybody deserves equal opportunities and treatment. So, but we tend to give blind eye to these things. At some point, it is based on what favors us. It is based on our interest. But if we have to move as a group, if we have to move as societies, if we have to move as people, it is important we look at these gender issues. So like I stated earlier, I will be speaking on gender issues and peace development. So you will understand here from my presentation how gender issues affects our peace or the development of peace. So let's look at Afghanistan. I have the statistics from the citizens or the noble citizens. So in Afghanistan, you will find out that Afghanistan comes under the 156 countries when it's come to measuring what economic opportunity is open to women against the options on offered to men. So that is sad. So it is sad when in our society we tend to have a big opportunity gap between the women and the men, when we believe that we are all important factors for development, and especially developments that has to be sustainable. So you also look at in Afghanistan, the female literacy rate in Afghanistan is just over 53 compared to around the globe. So in Afghanistan, we have many of the women that are undereducated or that cannot read and write. So when this happened, we found out that development in Afghanistan is going to be very difficult, because we understand that development must be centered on inclusion. So development also is about understanding. It is about knowing what happened if you cannot read and write. Would you be able to clearly understand and able to clearly know? For example, in my country, development over the years has been impacted due to the fact that many of our population, or a number, or the older age in our population are not able to read and write. So when it's come to decision-making process, it is really difficult. So it is an issue, and it is also an issue that can affect peace, especially in Afghanistan. Let us also look at another statistic, that is, as of 2017, women owns and operate 5 in every 100 small businesses across the country. So that happened to be sad too. Is an issue that the people of the Afghan people need to address. It is an issue when women cannot be able to have businesses, or when majority of the women are living and are passionate about entrepreneurship and business, but they are not even able to have the equal opportunity as to men. So it affects development, and most especially it affects peace. So let's look at this too. So let's look at another problem, another gender problem in Afghanistan. So women in Afghanistan are outnumbered 5 to 1 by men in sectors that require higher skill. So when women are outnumbered, and when women lack the skills, or when women cannot have the ability to participate into key positions that require skills. So this is in fact telling us that part of the reasons why they are outnumbered is they are not given the opportunity to have the skills, or they are not either having the skills. So that is an alarm. That is about telling us that it is a necessity for us to act. It is a necessity that we ensure the Afghan people, either in the level of international organizations or in the level of other organizations that are civic society, to see how best we can do something about the people of Afghanistan. How do we support the women in Afghanistan so that we may foster our peace? So in Afghanistan too, the income of the average woman is less than the 16% than of that of an average man, according to 2021 data. So when women cannot have the opportunity for employment, when women cannot have the ability to develop or build their capacity, so that will raise a gap, or that will lower their income. So when women cannot have the income or the resources they need to facilitate their activities so that they may move forward, so that they may progress, then obviously they may be dependent. So when women are entirely dependent, then that comes when men can dominate them. This is where men can take much of decisions, because if men, yeah.
Please, please.
All right. Okay. Let me be quick. So in Gambia too, we have a critical gender issue. You may look at it. I want to conclude this presentation. So you may look at these statistics. So, but sadly, we have a political issue that is about the participation of women in Gambian politics. It is not very serious, and we have to look. We have to do something about it. The Gambian people needs to do something about it, including me, which I am trying. I am having platforms that I advocate for this and so and so on. But also the sad thing continues to be that violence, especially sexual violence and harassment against women, happens to be another big problem. So now let us conclude this presentation. How does it affect the peace? So when women cannot have the resources, the facilities, and everything they need so that they may live a decent life, when women cannot have the ability to speak for themselves, it now make men to be overpowerful than them. You know, this life we operate this way. It's a natural law that this is how life operates. So everybody has a desire. When your desire conflicts somebody's desire and you are more powerful than them, you intend to impose your desires on them. When men tend to be more powerful, when men tend to have all the resources, and they try to subject the women to some beliefs and to some ideas, and that affects peace, because a graduate student of Yale University stated that when women are included in peace negotiation process, then not only the outcome is desirable, but it tends to last long. So women, themselves has a great role to play when it's come to peace development. However, when women continue to be neglected, when their rights continue not to be given, it affects our peace. That's why in my work, recent work, the Appeal of Sustainable Peace, I gave a suggestion when I'm talking about international peace. I said, I recommend the world to have an institution, to build an institution that we will call the Federation of Peaceful and Secure States and Societies. But my recommendation is 60% of the membership has to be women, because of the conviction that when women are engaged in peace building processes and negotiations, the outcome is not only desirable by the parties or the people that are involved or the stakeholders, but they tend to be more sustainable. Thank you very much. So I don't have all the time to make the perfect collaboration. Thank you very much.
And okay, it was actually very good insight in other dimension we are listening. You two have taken both Afghanistan and Gambia. I will request to Mohammed, as it is the first presentation and first interaction with you. You're a good speaker and good thought also. And I will request you, please develop this as a paper which we are going to publish. Okay. And hopefully we'll be in touch in that.